Tensions between the United States and China are escalating, with Taiwan at the center. The US recently approved a major arms sale to Taiwan, aiming to strengthen its defenses. In response, China imposed sanctions on key American defense companies, including Lockheed Martin and Raytheon. These sanctions freeze assets and ban business in China, signaling Beijing's willingness to use its economic power. While these companies have limited direct business in China, the move sends a strong political message and creates uncertainty for global supply chains. The US-China-Taiwan relationship is a complex web of history, politics, and military strategy. The risk of military conflict between two nuclear-armed powers is real, and the world is watching closely. The decisions made now in Washington and Beijing will shape the future of global peace and stability. The stakes could not be higher. The roots of the Taiwan dispute go back to the Chinese Civil War, when the defeated nationalists fled to Taiwan and the communists took the mainland. Beijing sees Taiwan as a breakaway province, vowing eventual reunification, even by force. The US maintains unofficial ties with Taiwan, guided by the Taiwan Relations Act, which commits America to help Taiwan defend itself. This policy, known as strategic ambiguity, keeps both sides guessing about how far the US would go in a conflict. For Taiwan's 24 million people, this isn't just politics, it's about survival and preserving their democracy. Most in Taiwan reject Beijing's rule and see US arms sales as vital for their security. The balance in the Taiwan Strait is fragile, and now under severe strain. The world's attention is fixed on this small island, where the future of democracy and regional stability hangs in the balance. For Taiwan, the threat is existential. For the world, it's a test of international order. The latest US arms package for Taiwan includes F-16 upgrades, anti-ship missiles, and advanced surveillance drones. These are defensive weapons designed to make any invasion costly and difficult. China sees the sales as a violation of its sovereignty and a direct challenge to its One China principle. Beijing argues the US is emboldening separatists and interfering in its internal affairs. The anti-ship missiles threaten China's ability to cross the Taiwan Strait, while upgraded jets and drones boost Taiwan's early warning and defense. The US is helping Taiwan adopt a porcupine strategy, making itself too tough to attack. China's sanctions are meant to deter further arms sales and show its resolve. The military and political stakes are rising with every new deal. The world is watching how far each side is willing to go. The US defends its arms sales as legal and necessary under the Taiwan Relations Act. Officials insist these are defensive measures, not provocations, and are meant to maintain peace and stability. Washington dismisses China's sanctions as largely symbolic, vowing to continue supporting Taiwan's self-defense. The US does not support Taiwanese independence, but insists any change in status must be peaceful and with the consent of Taiwan's people. This careful balancing act, deterring China while avoiding outright conflict, defines US policy. For America, it's about upholding a rules-based order and deterring aggression. For China, it's about sovereignty and national pride. These clashing worldviews make Taiwan one of the world's most dangerous flashpoints. The stakes are global. What happens next is uncertain, but the risks are growing. China warns of more sanctions and possible military escalation if the US continues arming Taiwan. Any conflict in the Taiwan Strait would disrupt global trade and threaten the world's supply of advanced semiconductors. US allies are strengthening their defenses, while others try to stay neutral, wary of being caught in a superpower clash. The world is dividing, and diplomatic pressure is mounting. A US-China conflict over Taiwan would have global economic and political consequences. It would affect technology, trade, and security everywhere. The future of the 21st century may be decided in the waters around Taiwan. That's why the world is watching so closely.